sketchy. Um, Sorry for the bad lighting. My lamp and everything else, and uh, light's right above me right now. Usually I capture everything from a different side. But so anyway, I just finished watching this the brand new episode of Arrow, and I wanted to kind of do like a reaction to that. And since if you I've watched some of Akasan's reactions, and he's had problems with WB putting up copyright notices on his reactions because of that. So I didn't actually go with the picture-in-picture. I'm just gonna go with the after episode. So this was actually a pretty great episode. I like that it dealt with Felicity's paralysis, and Diggle got some closure with his brother. Now, I was in one of the earlier parts. I was thinking when they were talking about the Diggle brothers. I'm still kind of half expecting Diggle to turn out to be. I'm still half expecting like his middle name or something to be Stewart, so that we can have like John Stewart, and like he has to go into hiding or something, and his name is John Stewart, and he becomes Green Lantern. So there was a little bit of a campaign on trying to get him to be GL, and I'd actually like to see it. I know a bunch of other fans would like to see that too. Because we like Diggle. Diggle's good. He's good as Spartan, but his mask looks like Mr. Terrific's. So when he first came out as Spartan, actually, believe it or not, this is actually the first time I realized his code name is Spartan. Which is a good code name. But his mask, when he first showed up this season with his new mask, it looks kind of like a version of Mr. Terrific's. I can see where the Spartan comes from though, because it is kind of like a Greek mask in that it has a Greek helmet or a Roman helmet, in that it has like the eye openings, and then like they had the bar in the middle for their mouths or whatever. So I can see where that comes from, but it also looks kind of like a T, so you could almost interpret it as Mr. Terrific. So that was kind of confusing for me at first, but I do like that he's a Spartan. And it was, yeah, I really like that that we finally got some that Felicity is gonna be still part of the team, and I guess you had to have that episode where she kind of deals with what's happened to her and kind of get used to it. And what's the word I'm looking for? I can't remember. I'm bad with words. Not closure. It was, well, anyway, just that she learns how to deal with it. I'm sure some of you guys will help me out with that. It's just good that she's finally learned to deal with it, and she's got some closure with that. I don't know how many of you caught this little Easter egg, but I was pretty much expecting, ever since it was basically official that Felicity became part of the team and they started talking about how everybody needs code names, I was half expecting somebody to, and then the this season's mid-season finale didn't help Itty when she got shot and got paralyzed. So this season, when she showed up, when they were like, oh, well, she's going to be paralyzed from the waist down, and she's going to have to be in a wheelchair for the rest of her life. I'm like, oh my God, this is going to happen. She's going to become the Oracle. She is going to actually be Oracle. I mean, we had Chloe in Smallville be Watchtower, and she was like their Oracle character. And they ended up going with Watchtower, which is fine. I mean, it's a Justice League reference. And they ended up going with Overwatch. It sounds familiar. It sounds kind of familiar, maybe just because of the word, but I I don't remember if there is actually a character called Overwatch. But if you notice the scene where he calls her Overwatch, he says, "Oh, this was the best Easter egg ever." He goes, "Yeah, I thought of you're gonna be Overwatch. I originally thought of Oracle, but it was already taken." And I was like, "Wait, what? Oracle? There's an Oracle? When? Where? We gotta find out about that." I mean, with the whole Arrow Flashverse, they have been throwing out these curveballs all over the place. Like they've been throwing out the Green Lantern hints with the airfield in the Flash, and then you have your can't think of anything else off the top of my head. Oh yeah, that's right. Since the very beginning, you've been seeing Cord Industries all over the place. If you really pay attention, you notice that Cord Industries is this really big, science corporation. And if you're a DC fan, you know that Ted Cord is the Blue Beetle. So they haven't actually mentioned Ted Cord, but there is a Cord Industries. I also caught there's a scene. There's a very brief scene in, I think it's the first or second season of Arrow, when Oliver is on his bike and he's chasing. He's Arrow. He's the vigilante at that point, and he's chasing somebody on his bike. And he passes a bus, and this bus has a billboard that says Blue Devil on it, and it's like it was like, wait, whoa, hold up, more Easter eggs. What else? What other Easter eggs? I mean, and of course you have oh my God, you have Felicity's buddy at her industry, who's supposed to become Mr. Terrific, and then who else? Stephen Amell post. If you follow Stephen Amell on Facebook, you've seen that he posted a picture of him with the new Vixen. So there's going to be a Vixen this season, this season. There's going to be a Vixen this season at some point. And he's also, well, this is for Legends, but today, if you got it, yeah, Stephen Amell's great with keeping in touch with everybody on Facebook. But was it today? Today, I think it was. Today, Stephen Amell posted a video, a very short live video, where he announces that he's going to be in Legends of Tomorrow. And he's not just going to be in Legends of Tomorrow. He's going to be playing future Oliver Queen, future Green Arrow. And so this is the version from, I want to say, Kingdom Come, where he lost an arm. There's a future where Green Arrow no longer has one of his arms, but he's still Green Arrow. And he said in the video that he's going to have a goatee. He's going to have the Oliver Queen goatee. And he's going to be with Connor Hawke, who is like one of the new, he's like Red Arrow, I want to say it is. Connor Hawke is what? Red. He's one of his proteges in DC. So you have oh my God, I can't think of the guy's name. The guy who was here earlier, and he was the guy who was in last season, who Connor, who was Arsenal, and you have Speedy, his sister, which I had a feeling that was going to happen. I was hoping that was going to happen ever since episode 1 when he called her Speedy. So I was hoping that was going to happen, and it came. And then when Malcolm Merlin started training her, I was like, oh, she's going to be Speedy now. She's going to be Speedy. And then Arsenal gave her his uniform, so that was great. But yeah, he said there's going to be a Connor Hawke, who I believe is Red Arrow. I can't remember which DC character, which protege he was, but I want to say he's Red Arrow. So yeah, this overall, and then of course one of the great things about this whole closure thing with Diggle is that it appears not to be a trick, because they didn't do some kind of sinister after credits meet up with him and Damien Dark. So it seems like our boy Andy's going to be on the straight and narrow, which is good. So that's my reaction for this season's Arrow. If you liked what you saw, like, comment, subscribe, follow me, all that stuff. Yep. So I'll see you guys around YouTube.